Well, Coach, while much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff, no such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Miami Dolphins. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry now for David Montgomery. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Throwing on second down. Trubisky caught by Montgomery. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory down at the 33. The toss play to Montgomery. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, here's Barkley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Whip. Watch the whip.
A first down carry for Barkley. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. Devontae Parker. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
The throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go, Keith. On deck, defense. On deck. On deck. Switch. Switch. Ran, up. 55, Mike, 55.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
General West. 45, Mike. 48.
Rosen on 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 45.
Here's Rosen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. It's complete to Grant. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
45. Mike.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. His throw incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Ball. Check 45 to Mike.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. On the right side, open is Gesicki. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12. 39-yard line.
Rosen to throw again. And he finds Parker here, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, Haywood. 45, Mike, 45. You ain't.
Again, it's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 1st down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Rosen. Now a short one to Gesicki. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rosen will get this complete to Cooper Kupp. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
At their own 12-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rosen looking to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there just before halftime. 62 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And now it's Rosen looking. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 2nd and goal, Rosen got a man. It's Johnson, end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And it's third down.
So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
From the 24, Rosen. And this is Parker, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Hug, hug. You gonna see me in your life. Hug, hug, hug. You gonna see me in your life. Middle. Watch out. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Check 45 to Mike. Check.
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. He sets to fire deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Will Parks. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible to something a little more advantageous.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
Gets fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On 2nd and 10. Rosen, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Grant. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. Rosen now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Throws into his tight end, Gesicki. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10.
Check. Hey, Delta. That's what I do. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
45.
From just shy of midfield, Rosen. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check 45.
Saquon Barkley running right. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Out of the gun. Here's Josh Rosen. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do and kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Back. Hey, alert.
Out of the gun, Trubisky flushed out right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Rosen. And this is caught. It's Parker. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
3 down.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now it's Rosen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of